Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, and today we've got a really special video which we're going to be giving some audition advice, but I thought I'm going to need some really special guests to help me because I can't do this on my own, so I thought I'd invite some people to come and join me today.
Oh my god, how did I get here? Hey Laura, how's it going?
So I have with me today, I have Dani.
Hello.
And I have Lauren.
Hello.
Introduce yourselves. Who are you? What are you doing here?
Hello, I'm Lauren. I'm 19 years old. I'm on the Cert course at least 15. Here to give you some audition advice. Let's do this.
Let's do this.
Whoa.
Okay. So I thought, right, I'm gonna
Does
find...
someone need to do it again?
No, we're chilling with mine. Mine's great.
Dani, she's 20, she's on the Cert course, and she's here to help me with this video.
We're meant to be professional actors.
So in today's video, I thought everyone's doing auditions for drama schools, everyone's doing self-tapes, some people are going to be eventually having in-person recalls, and we thought with our collective...
9 years collectively, oh my god.
9 years collectively of audition
old.
experience, and we thought, right, if anyone's going to be able to give advice, why not us?
It's us. Yeah.
So in this video we're going to be talking about our own experiences with auditions, advice on how to prepare, find monologues, all that jazz, and if you're interested in applying for drama schools, feel free to drop us a message and I'll link my Instagram below and I'll pop it down below in the video as well. Feel free to give us a message and we'll answer any of your questions.
Okay, so what I'm going to be talking about is picking the monologues and the play background and how the monologues will actually help you within the audition as well. Something I would recommend is to pick a monologue within your age bracket and don't go for the greats. Don't try and do
Hamlet.
Hamlet. I was about to say Hamilton.
Oh yes, Hamilton.
Don't use Hamilton. But Hamlet, Lady Macbeth. What's all the other greats?
Like Romeo.
Juliet as well.
Try and stay away from those monologues. Obviously, if you feel like it works with you and you can do it well in a sense.
So many people have done those monologues and like really famously, you know, you kind of want to be showing you as best you can rather than inviting comparison.
Yeah, we were guided by our teachers to pick specific monologues, so like which one did you do for your classical?
So I actually did Phoebe and did a couple of takes for that until my tutor went, no, go and do Rosaline instead. So don't get really offended if you do have a tutor or someone helping you and them just suddenly go, no, because they do want to help you and it's just it might be the character you've done or characteristics and stuff like that. Try and do kind of the more unique.
Yeah, so for my classical speech I did Julia from Two Gentlemen of Verona, and when I first came to drama school I had my monologues, my classicals that I've used for previous years. They were rubbish, they told me to get rid of all of them. And now I've been given a speech that I'd never looked at before and I love the speech and I'll definitely use it in the future, and it's helped me get recalls, so I've really enjoyed using the speech.
So definitely use what you have to benefit you with your auditions.
I'd say that goes for your contemporary as well. When you're looking at a contemporary monologue, don't pick something that is completely out there and not relatable to you.
Lots of our tutors here said don't go for the monologues that are complete doom and gloom, nothing else.
Ones where they mention really serious illnesses. Straight away, quite a lot of audition panels will be like...
very hard-hitting.
And particularly when they've been hearing monologues like all day, you know, if they hear something about something really sad, it's like, oh god, not now. So maybe just ones to avoid.
I was about to go from that. Also, one thing I would recommend doing is the 9 acting questions. If you don't know what these are, please Google them because they will help you so much with embodying your character and actually getting to know a lot more of who you're actually playing, which will benefit your acting as well whilst doing the monologue.
It helps so much because you can't just know the words. That is the bare minimum of like going into auditions. You should know the words off by heart. You could say them in your sleep, but you should know what the character wants and why they're saying it, what they've just said before, what they're going to say after. It's so important to help you get a clear communication across to the panel who your character is without them knowing like predetermined.
You need to know it inside and out, who you are, what you're thinking, what you're feeling,
why you're feeling that way.
And read the play. Read the whole play.
Yeah.
I find it really weird when people go, oh, I've just read my monologue. I'm like, you haven't read the play.
Read the play.
Read it several times and make sure you sort of understand your character's relationship to every person in that play, everything that's going on.
Go into that audition knowing at least the summary of the entire play, but you need to know the details of the scene that your monologue is from.
You know what? Even better if you can have watched it.
Yes.
But only watch it once. You don't want to do just like a reinvention of what they have done.
Yeah, that is a tip I would recommend, is obviously watch it so you kind of get a sense for it, but don't watch it loads because they want to see you, not someone else, do this monologue.
Yeah.
Which leads on to avoiding repetition. Repetition, it happens. You rehearse a monologue over and over again, you get the rhythm stuck in your head. Try and approach the monologue each time like you're doing it for the first time.
Yeah.
Fresh perspective. Don't get into habits of the words going and inflecting in certain places because you'll just get nowhere.
And which is so hard, I will say. No, I was gonna say it's really hard. So you would have me record and you're like, Lauren, listen to it. You're like going, I was like, oh, I didn't even notice. I'd say if you're worried you're doing that, get someone else to have a listen because it's really hard to hear it in yourself.
And the audition panel will pick up straight away if you've done it loads of times. I remember when we first did our first mock performance with the with these 15, and straight away they went, Dani, you've done this for too long. It's so repetitive. You've kind of lost the character because it's so much of
No, particularly is because if they're going to redirect you in an audition, you don't want to be so ingrained into you that you can't get out of what you've already done.
Okay, I think we should move on to self-tapes.
Oh, okay. Right, I mean, self-tapes is something we all had to really learn how to do properly this year, isn't it? It's hard to know what to do. Most people haven't done them before. What I will say is, of course, we're going to give you some advice, but because drama schools do understand that we are not professionals, as long as you can be seen and heard and it's all clear, don't panic. Drama schools will send you a lot of emails. You know, you'll
the emails.
So many emails, man.
And then when you don't receive the emails, you get even worse.
Yeah, if you've got broken emails like Dani.
You need to make sure that you're reading every single one from every single drama school and reading it properly. Make sure you take down notes, everything you need to know. You know, every drama school wants different material. Sometimes you'll know what material they want before you apply. Some of them won't send it to you until after you applied and you won't know. I mean, I've seen it in live auditions where people have not read the email properly and, you know, they've gone, okay, let's go on to the unaccompanied song, and about 4 people have gone, what? Song?
Yeah.
Like, song?
I had to prepare a song.
Going with live auditions as well, where they ask you to bring a passport photo
or
and no one has brought a photo of them.
I've actually done that before.
Don't take Lauren's
advice. I was an idiot and I forgot that I had to fill out a form and attach a headshot. Don't do what I did, that was stupid.
But to conclude, remember your headshots, read the emails.
Make sure you've got another backup piece. Because it does occasionally happen. It's happened to me before, actually.
It has happened to me as
where
well.
they say, I want you to do a different piece, have you got anything else? And it, you know, they're not going to be like angry if you ain't got anything else, but you look really good if you have.
And it's something to stand you out.
It happened, it was when I did musical theatre a couple of years ago, quit that. But yeah, they did ask me for a different song. Fortunately, I had one. Angles and lighting,
Just the filming process of self-tapes.
Yeah, okay. So the filming process of self-tape is hard, particularly if you haven't done it before. But the key, you know, you don't have to have loads of fancy equipment. That's not what they're looking for. If the quality is not like the best, as long as you can be seen and heard, it's fine. The best thing to do is for most places you're going to want to film in landscape unless they specify portrait. Central. Yeah, follow their instructions.
Please.
Do follow their instructions.
They do it with the videos for a reason.
Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, you usually want it in landscape unless they specify in portrait. Going back to make sure you read all the emails so you know. You want to have it slightly above you and slightly angled down. And you want to be seeing, and again, unless they've specified otherwise, you want to be seeing about up to maybe here.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit higher and a little bit of space above your head.
Yeah, like as much as we've got like now.
Yeah, nothing more than this. Although obviously and you also want to be a lot closer than we are.
It is just to see your body.
Okay, so what you're wearing, what you look like, is really important. You want to go for something it shows your body, and it's not like super big, so they can't really see what you look like.
So bad example is what I'm wearing. Would be
and probably
baggy.
Good example is what I'm wearing.
Yeah.
And also furrow, to be fair.
We would recommend not wearing blacks because blacks will make you fade into the background and they won't remember who you are.
Unless they specifically have asked for blacks.
Yes. But yeah, and also if you can wear something that shows a little bit of your personality as well, that's nice. They can get a little bit of a sense for who you are. I wore like black dungarees and a little rainbow top, and it was cute. And it just showed,
I think they wore a bow.
Cute. I like that.
Just that little
much
flair.
like now. Little bit of je ne sais quoi. A little bit of spice. Spice.
Hair out your face.
Hair out your face. It can be like down. I think I just have mine as like half up, half down. So
Yeah,
it can be down. Just make sure it's not, covering your face.
I remember speaking to Adrian about recalls, and he asked me how I was going to have my hair, and I was like, oh, I don't know, I want it down so they can see the length and colour of my hair, but I don't want it in my face. So I said half up, half down, and he said perfect.
And makeup as well, just like keep it nice and clean. I will say if you're going for musical theatre, sometimes they like a bit more makeup and they like a red lip, but for acting, the more acting based the course is, the more natural you want to go with makeup.
Yeah, sometimes for places like Erdang and Emil Dale, they'll say red lipstick and or just show made,
But that's more musical theatre.
But obviously they will say that in emails.
Yeah. They will tell you everything you need to know.
Don't edit different clips of your speeches together. Use one whole take of your speech.
And something only 15 students will understand.
Get out my mouth!
Right.
Now I'm going to talk about how to prepare for an online audition. This can be for your first round or your recall. First things first, get plenty of sleep the night before.
I struggle with that one.
I mean, we're uni students, our sleep pattern's non-existent.
I literally walk into the kitchen and I'm like, guys, guess how much sleep I got?
It's like a little game now, isn't it? Guess what time Lauren gets to sleep.
Wow, I don't sleep.
No partying the night before.
No alcohol. Avoid alcohol.
Oh yeah, you don't want to screw your voice up before you even started. Like no alcohol the night before. Drink afterwards.
Yes, avoid, I would say as well, avoid using phones or screens before your audition, because you're going to be on Zoom. You don't want your eyes already to be strained or drained by watching a Netflix series for 2 hours before. So just kind of strip yourself away from your phone, just get in the zone and just relax.
So like the best thing you can do is just stay calm, like try and do some breathing exercises, like just some relaxation. Do, a bit of yoga. We love a bit of yoga here. Don't run your monologues endlessly, maybe a couple of times before, but just chill out, it's all good.
Something I think most people need to get into their mindset as well. You're auditioning the school as much as they're auditioning you.
That's very true.
If you don't like the school, you don't like the school, don't go there. What's the point going there?
No, absolutely.
Your workshop sounds so nice. It
was so fun.
Mine, like Central, was terrifying. They just kept telling us to keep breathing all the time. Like we'd be running and like, are you breathing still? Keep breathing.
No, I'm not.
Have you ever noticed when someone goes, keep breathing, you stop breathing?
Yes.
Okay. I'm not weird.
Or it's when someone's like, keep breathing, you go, you realise that you weren't breathing.
You start hyperventilating.
My God, yeah.
Whatever reason, I keep getting like the 8 o'clock auditions.
Early morning auditions are disgusting and should be abandoned.
A war crime.
A war crime.
One of Jamie's war crimes.
But yes, do eat something, but don't have a fry-up or something like that. Don't eat loads.
If you can make plans for after your audition as well.
Yes.
So it's not the only thing you've got to do that day. But it's the same sort of concept for after you've done a Zoom audition live, have something to look forward to. You might have got something in that you're looking forward to, maybe you're going to be doing something with your friends.
Yeah.
And that really helps me.
And I'd say to finalise this is communication with people who have done the same audition as you.
Yes.
Particularly this year, I've had friends that have done a recall on the same day or on the day before. Like, I know we did our first round for Bristol. I had it in the morning, you had it in the afternoon, and I told you what they did, and it just helped so much.
Just ran out of my room like, Farah, what did they do?
I remember being in the kitchen for that.
Like, particularly with recalls, because they might get used to a redirection or an improv, it's always good to have someone to ask, even if you message a friend online and be like, hey, what did you have to do?
Yeah.
Can you give me some tips? Because I've got it next week and I really would like to know. It
You
helps.
might even be able to like Google it. Some people may have written their experiences, on like Twitter.
Watch loads of YouTube videos.
Yeah.
So many YouTube videos.
Kind of going from that point, but completely away from that point too. If you know people at the drama schools you're applying for, message them as well and see if they've had a good experience or a nice experience at that school.
Even if you only vaguely know them. Like when I got my place on this course here, I realised that I'd gone to primary school with someone who was on the course. I hadn't spoken to her in like 5-6 years, but I just dropped her a message and I was like, what's this course like? What's it all about? And she was so nice, Like, don't worry, just
And
get in contact.
Yeah,
They'll
it's very
tell you.
beneficial. Like, and if any of you have a recall or have any questions about East 15, feel free to message us.
Yeah, I will say I would 100% recommend this course if you're,
for sure.
you know, particularly if you're struggling to get anywhere, you know, BAs. 100% look at this because oh my god, it's been so beneficial.
Oh, I have no
It's
regrets.
amazing.
I'm
so
so
glad I
glad.
did it.
Get out my pub! I'm going here.
Okay, so
Happy thoughts, happy thoughts. Okay, right.
So we thought, right, we've been doing auditions for at least 3 years and we've had some experiences, to say the least. But we wanted to share a couple of stories. And don't worry, you're not on your own. Everyone goes through bad audition days.
Everyone's made mistakes in auditions, especially us. And we're going to tell you about our mistakes so you don't have to do them.
And you can laugh at us.
I'll go first.
You go.
So I went to an audition. First off, they made me wait an hour. I had the time of 1 o'clock with a it was like one of those workshop audition things.
Yeah.
So all of us were just chilling in like the lobby section for our 1 o'clock audition. They didn't get there till like 2:30 with coffees and like all this kind of stuff. So straight away, I got the vibe of what like organisation
dodgy.
fees. Then we got into the audition. And to be fair, they did the whole, just go forward, we're not going to scream your name. Just pick when you want to do your monologue.
I hate those
Yeah.
auditions.
I know, I love that. I jump in first to get it done with.
I went third, I think. I did my monologue, it went pretty well. The boy after me needed someone to look at. So I was like, yeah, I'm already up. I might as well stand there
help him
for
out.
him, help him out. And then he started his monologue about masturbation. This is an awkward topic to do in auditions, I will say that now.
Depends if the panel's got a good sense of humour.
The panel did not have a good sense of humour. Or me.
I'm you.
This is how it was. It was
I'm you.
genuine, because it's before COVID, so we could touch each other. So it's like this, and he was like, do you mind if I touch you? And I was like, no. So I was like, okay, and just put me in like the placement.
Already
he needs
uncomfortable.
me. Already uncomfortable. But this is before I knew the hell his monologue was about. And then he just stood back and just, you know what, you do your, give yourself a break before you start it. Give yourself a bit of a breather.
yeah.
So that's a fundamental.
Yes.
Get yourself
Guidance.
into the headspace.
Yeah. Anyway, he gave himself his little headspace, his breather, and he just went, so I masturbate. And then carried on with the thing.
That's quite an intense moment to have with someone you've met not
Yeah.
5 minutes before.
What a first introduction.
And you know when you just kind of awkwardly look, you're like, is anyone else finding this funny or is it just me because I'm right there? And the audition panel just went, and I was like,
Oh boy.
So yeah.
But no, yeah, it
What
was
we learned from this.
Don't do monologue.
Risky topics.
risky topics.
I
Yeah.
went for an audition once. It was a great place. Loved the place. This was my first audition I ever done at this place, and I was in a really they like split our audition group in half. So one group had gone off to do something else. We had stayed. We'd done this workshop, and we were like, right, we're going to do the audition. Literally a panel of 2, 4 auditionees, including myself. Now this is relevant to the story. One of the guys on the panel was black, and one of the auditionees was black. And this white guy gets up and he starts doing this monologue. I could not tell what the monologue was. I have no idea, because the only memory I have of that is him repeatedly saying the N-word as part of the monologue, and I was just like, this, and I was just like, right,
Highly inappropriate.
highly inappropriate. No, and. You know, it's not like he was playing a black character. Well, that would have been inappropriate as well.
Yeah.
He was playing a white character who was a racist. However, this is an audition. Oh God, it was so uncomfortable.
If you read a monologue and the first thing you question is this an okay topic?
Yeah, would a
Don't
panel
do it.
Would a panel
No.
accept this?
If that goes through your head, the answer is probably no.
Yeah, that's not a positive way for them to remember you.
No, highly inappropriate.
No, it wasn't good.
Yeah, particularly with everything that's been going on, like in the last couple of like a year
Yeah.
or so, with the whole thing like blowing up, which was needed, might I add?
Yes,
which
of
was
course.
definitely
Yeah,
needed.
completely.
Needed.
But yeah, change, and what we've learnt from that is don't pick inappropriate topics for monologues. Particularly if you're presenting it to people who want to like you and see your
Yeah,
potential.
absolutely.
So, you're auditioning. Look after your well-being, because you are more
Oh,
important.
is this?
Yes. I know it seems like a life or death situation, but I promise you, your health is more important. I went for an audition at a drama school in London, and I had felt incredibly ill the night before, but I was convinced I was going to go to this audition. I was coughing, I was sneezing, I had snot coming out my nose, and my stomach and my head just were not agreeing with each other. I felt rubbish. I got to the school and I thought, oh, this is going to be a very slow day. Got to the panel and I went over my monologues too many times. I'd already forgotten them, but I thought, no. When I get there, when I get in front of the panel, I'm going to remember everything. It's going to be fine. Relax. Got up, stood in front of the panel, did a really bad choice of monologue. Now I realise it makes me feel even worse that I chose such a rubbish monologue. And I forgot everything. Absolutely everything.
Yeah.
The panel even prompted me and I still forgot everything. So I just politely turned to them and said, "Thank you very much for having me. I think I've come down with the flu. And I'm gonna go. Thank you very much for having me." And I just left and I cried and I was calling my mum. And the worst part was I'd booked my ticket for way in advance during the day, but I felt so ill. So I was stuck in London for 7 hours, ill, like wanting to die. Just never again. Always prioritise your health over travelling to go to auditions.
Absolutely. The first year that I was auditioning for musical theatre. I have since quit musical theatre. I now do acting. Honestly, maybe this audition...
Did you say I now do the acting?
I just want to do acting.
Oh, but you went, I now do the acting.
I only do acting.
I only do acting. I am the best actor.
I'm the lead actor.
I am the lead and I'm the best actor. But it was at a very high profile musical theatre drama school. Now, anyone who knows me knows that I'm not really a dancer. I can sing, I can act. Strong mover at best, maybe.
Strong
now,
mover.
I went for this...
I love it, your self-aware.
I kind of said to them, you know, I'm not a dancer, I'm a complete beginner dancer, is this course appropriate for me? And they were like, yeah, absolutely, you know, the dance course will be for beginners, we have loads of beginners come onto our course, you're going to be fine. And I was like, sick. I applied, I went to the audition. They had fed me some misinformation, my friends, because I went into this dance school having never really danced before. I wasn't really wearing the right thing, so I didn't really own the right thing. I didn't own any leotards or tights or any of that stuff. I was the only person in there not in a leotard, apart from one boy, but he was like, you know, the proper dance gear, and I was like, oh, I think I might be in trouble here. Oh my goodness, one of the things they asked to do was like a double pirouette, and I was like, I can't even do a single, what the hell? They were trying to teach us like things from the corner. Everyone else was amazing, and I was just sort of like tripping over my own feet at the back, like, I don't want to do this anymore. But yeah, just, you know, make sure you do your research.
Final tip, have fun.
Yes.
Like,
oh my goodness, yeah. They'll be able
honestly.
to tell, they'll have fun if you have fun, and they'll be able to tell, you know, if you're actually enjoying it.
It's not supposed to be a traumatising experience. You're supposed to enjoy it.
No. I will say, we've all told some stories that are maybe don't paint auditions in such a good light and might make you a bit scared. Don't be scared. It's going to be absolutely fine. It's, you know, it's people who have been doing it for 3 years now. 3 years now. You know, it's like, we're fine. You know, we're not traumatised. And hey, you're going to make mistakes, but you've got to make mistakes to learn.
Yeah.
And that's my tip of the day.
And that's my TED talk.
So yeah, I feel like this has been a really informative video. I hope this has been helpful for all of you. And like I said, if you have any questions, you want to know more, feel free to message us and ask us. Now we're just hearing back from schools, and we're gonna figure out what's the next step for us.
Figuring out life.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's a journey. So thank you very much for joining myself, Dani and Lauren.
Follow me on Instagram at LRN_Russell. 2 S's, 2 L's.
How do you know your username?
Well, I know my own surname.
Yes, mine is Dani.Horton with 2 N's.
Nice.
And you know mine because I plug it in every video. On my Instagram. I'm here to help.
I'll tell you another thing you should do. You should subscribe to Farah Hughes.
Yeah!
Look at her.
Yes.
She amazing.
Thank you so
what
much.
What a woman. We love her, and you should love her too.
This is why they're my friends. I only use them for the clout. No, but please.
It's fine, we're using you for the clout.
Please subscribe to my channel, like and share with your friends, and recommend, and we really appreciate it. So thank you very much, and goodbye. Bye.
Bye.